Hey guys, Gaming Off the Grid here. This guy just recently no death ran Punch-Out on the NES, and it got me thinking, man, Mike Tyson looks really hard. I don't know how to do it, and I know some of you don't, so today we're going to walk through how to beat Mike Tyson in Punch-Out. What are we drinking today?
Today we are drinking a beer from Lagunitas. This is a part of their 2020 one-hitter series. It's called Phase Change. This guy might like it. It is a wet-hopped, juicy ale.
My mouth is wet. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell icon so you never miss an upload. And sit back, relax, pour yourself a beer if you care to, and enjoy this episode of Gaming Off the Grid.
Hey guys, I'm the Cool Gamer Girl here, and you're watching Gaming Off the Grid.
All right, here we go. Cheers to good old Mike Tyson's Punch-Out.
And he's actually back in boxing, which is cool.
Hopefully we get a return fight, but nonetheless, one of the most polarizing figures, growing up, Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan. I mean, for a point in time, anybody and everybody was around their TVs, pay-per-views, watching Tyson fights. A lot of times feeling like they maybe got ripped off their money because he would just knock people out. So this game has always held a special place in my heart. I have great memories of playing it with my dad growing up. And I'll never forget beating this game as a little kid and freaking out. Like, freaking out. It was like one of the biggest gaming achievements, and I feel like this is a milestone game if you're a gamer that you at least need to beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out one time in your life.
I'm going to admit and say I've never beat it because I'm intimidated. Mike Tyson, Iron Mike, he's scary.
Yeah, so I'm going to walk through how I do it. There's tons of playthroughs out there. I have never been one to really watch those. I have watched other people live stream it just because I love the game so much, but the way I do it is kind of the way I've figured out over the years. And honestly, the run you're about to see is not even a perfect run, but we'll kind of get into that and what you need to do to keep your composure to get it done. So first things first, I think you need to play this on original hardware.
Yes. The game is so precise, and playing it with any input lag makes it almost impossible to beat.
So I think original hardware, even if you get yourself a small 13-inch tube TV, which is what I played during this live stream, it doesn't have to be anything fancy. It doesn't have to be a big bulky one that you're going to throw your back out with. It's just going to help you get the job done. Also, breathe, relax, and keep your hands dry. So important that you have a good grip on the controller and that you are ready to be dialed in and focused. So let's go ahead, start the match here, and we'll kind of walk through things. It is the dream fight.
The dream fight.
Kid Dynamite.
Iron Mike.
Yep, and
he's 31 and
yeah, so he was a hammer during this era. So it's really important here, guys, on this first minute and 30 seconds. I just dodge. You can't take a hit. You can get 2 punches in, and the key here is do not anticipate. Watch your visual cues. On the gameplay here, because it's through screen cap on an Elgato, you can't see his body flash.
You can see it a little bit.
But there's a little flicker that you get, and that's your tell. You guys are going to see here, just past north of a minute range, he's going to pause. And what the game tries to do right there, he gets these little hitches
to try and get your timing off?
It tries tricking you into being rhythmic, because most of that section is a rhythmic section. Don't do the rhythm. Watch your visual and audio cues. It's so important. So now what I'm trying to do, these are what I call the winky punches. He winks an eye, that's his tell. He'll wink the eye on the side that he's going to throw the punch from.
Oh.
And I always dodge. Just by habit, I usually dodge to the left, but you can dodge both ways. I mean, it's fine. But what I like to do here, and you see right now, I like getting him one hit away from knocking him down. I personally don't like knocking him down in the first round because the best runs I can do are knocking him out in the second round, I think is the best way to go, or knocking him out in the second round is the best way to go. So I like getting one hit away, and so I can knock him down early in the second. Then kind of got that monkey off my back, and I've only got to go for a couple more knockdowns.
Yes.
So he comes out here in the second round
with these punches.
Yes, these quick punches.
And it's annoying. I've never played this, but you have to block these, and it takes hits, which sucks.
There is a way I know that you can punch him before that, and he'll fall down.
Oh, really?
But I still don't know exactly where it is. The only times I've ever done it, I felt like I got lucky. So anyways, I usually just take the blocks, and then I knock him down as soon as I can. Then he goes back into the winky punches. And he'll also start throwing uppercuts again, but these are different than the first round uppercuts. These are not one-hit knockdowns. So it's imperative to get through that first minute 30. And you can really unleash on him at this part. Now, right there when he blinks his eyes, you get that little pause, and then he goes into an animation you haven't seen before up to this point. You can get a star out of him, and if you get sometimes there's a lucky shot in there, and again, I don't know where it's at, but you can knock him down sometimes right there with a one-hitter.
There he goes. There's two.
There's two. I don't think I get him in this run. I think it takes me to the third, but just note, when you get the stars, you want to save those for when you dodge a winky punch. It's really hard on the uppercut to have enough time to hit him. You can do it occasionally. There's another star. Occasionally you can get one in, but it's a razor thin margin. So I always save it for a winky.
Oh.
And then you can't carry stars over to the next round, which sucks.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Sometimes if you're towards the end. But against Tyson, I don't do anything risky because he's so good that, like, you really have to be able to keep your shit together.
It's not worth the biscuit to risk it.
Yeah.
I love, though, that Mario's the ref.
Yeah,
I think
that's
I
awesome.
think that's kind of a funny nod that they put in.
It is.
Is he the ref in the other Punch-Out games?
You know, I think the ref or ring announcer in Super Punch-Out just doesn't show himself, so you don't know who it is.
Oh,
He's got that funny voice like 7, 8, 9.
Yeah, the voice in Super Punch-Out's funny.
It's funny, but you never see the ref or the ring announcer, whoever is doing the announcing there. So
Your experience doesn't match mine. Go home and practice. Yeah, right, Kid Dynamite.
So yeah, obviously it's a live stream that we're watching here, so I'm talking smack probably right here. Who knows what the hell I'm saying?
Final
We
round.
go into round 3, which again, I should have got him in round 2 on a perfect playthrough, but I just main thing is, like, if he gets you down, this game has a way of making you a little frantic.
Yep.
Took a knockdown right there. You gotta keep your composure. You really do. Keep your eyes about you. Watch your cues.
Just stay calm.
The biggest thing with him that I could tell anybody is do not anticipate. Learn his patterns, live his patterns, and watch your cues. That's what it's all about. He will tell you what he's going to do. And see, right there, I started panicking. I'm panicking right now. I'm trying to anticipate his next move. I almost got dinged there.
Because you moved too early.
Yeah. And what I was doing was anticipating the next shot instead of just gathering myself and delivering the blow when I had the opportunity.
So that's 3 knockdowns. Is he going to get back up?
No, that's 2 this round.
Oh, so it has to be 3 in a round.
3 in the same round.
Okay, that makes sense. Man, it just looks so hard. Like, look at the size difference. That's not even fair.
That's the funny part about this game. That's another difference between Super Punch-Out and this. A Super Punch-Out, you actually feel like it's kind of a fair fight.
Yeah, this is like
Little Mac got him with the star there, and that's it right there. So that was huge. The game gave me. Oh, that's actually only 2. It's only 2 knockdowns. I lost track, but I still have a star in the holster here.
look at those
probably
quick
wait. I'm
punches.
guessing I wait for a winky punch, but I might just finish him off.
Hey, you might as well.
There he goes.
Uppercut to the jaw.
So yeah, that's really the long and short of it, guys. I think a big part of this game is playing it on original hardware. I've been beating this game for years, and I'm by no means the best player. I've seen, just since being on YouTube, you know, I've seen several people that are as good, if not better than me. I mean, I know Megadan29 is way better than me at this game. I'm sure Solid Nate is.
But I still think it's impressive that you can do that, because I know a lot of people that can't do that.
Yeah, the main thing I think is just, I think anybody can do it. It's just right circumstances. So I personally, I've done it, but it's like 1 out of 10 tries that I can beat him on like the NES Classic or on our modded Wii. There's just that ever so slight bit of input lag. I think a lot of people, they start anticipating that first minute 30, the game purposely tries tricking you by giving you 3 to 4 punches in a row that are the exact same rhythm count. And then it throws an offbeat at you. And then he goes, and your mind, just by default, gets into that rhythm, and you cannot let yourself do that. If he doesn't show you his sign, do not react. And it's easier said than done, guys. I still do it, and I've been playing this game since I was freaking 5 years old.
Wow.
So,
wow.
yeah, so let's, hopefully that helped out. I don't know.
I mean, it helped me, but I'm still intimidated.
There's tons of videos out there about this game, but we were like, you know what? Maybe somebody will find this useful. And if one person, because of this video, takes down Tyson, it's a win.
Yep.
It is a win. So get it done. You can beat him. He's not that tough, and it feels so good to whoop his ass. So, what do you think about this beer? You're the IPA guy. We're big fans of Lagunitas Brewing.
Phase changer.
And this is the one-hitter series, so from what we understand, it's a one-off.
Unfiltered, wet hopped, juicy ale. So I'm a huge fan of the Lagunitas IPA. It's a very distinct taste. They have a very distinct IPA taste. Like whatever hops they use, every time I drink a Lagunitas beer, I'm like, oh, it's Lagunitas.
Yeah.
It has that taste to it. And this has that taste very subtly. It's still there. But it's really juicy, it's really smooth, it's really wet. And that's a weird thing to say about a liquid, but this thing is really good, and I think most people would like this because it's not aggressive, at least in my book.
Yeah,
I think it's really smooth.
It's very mouth-watering. It's just got that pucker, a little bit of it, like a grapefruit type citra hop, I feel like, that's really getting that going. Very enjoyable to take a page out of your book, like a summer beer.
Dude, I was just
You fire up the grill and have one of
An
these.
outdoor beer, that's what this is, man. I can imagine sitting outside with a brat and this and fireworks going off.
And it's not like a heavy IPA, so...
No, it's a light one.
A lot of times, like a wet or a juicy IPA... juicy IPA in particular, sometimes they're really like thick and chewy almost, and this is not that beer. This is a, I don't know what your thoughts are. This is a really good beer.
Yeah, I like this a lot. It's really simple, but it has really good flavor.
Very well balanced.
Yeah, and it's unfiltered. Yeah, you can see all the particles. Yep. Man, it's beautiful. It's so good. And I love how Lagunitas kind of made a beer that was not as aggressive as like some of their mainstream beers,
And, I mean, I don't know if anybody's noticed, but we busted out the old Got G glasses for this episode. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. This is just an extra upload. It's not our typical episode format, but we figured, you know what? We got this done on live stream. If this can help someone beat this game, it's so worth it.
Yes.
We always appreciate you guys tuning in and subscribing to the channel. Keep gaming, keep drinking. We'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid. Now, it's time for you to go whoop Mike Tyson's ass. Cheers, everybody. I think we got it.
Did we get it?
Yeah.
Man, it feels weird saying those words.
Yeah, I was kind of like...
Oh my god, dude, that's fucking sweet.
Yeah, this thing, feel it. It's brittle.
Dude, and it says Nirvana on the back.
Yeah.
That's badass. You know what I was thinking? Is that good?
Yeah.
You know what I was thinking?
Well, considering that I'm not a fortune teller, no.
Oh, that makes sense. I think we should have You know what I was thinking?
I do not.
I was thinking we should have an extra upload this week.
Okay.
You know how you just recently live streamed Punch-Out and No Death ran it?
Yep.
I think it might be kind of cool to show the fellas. I was gonna say the fellas back home, and I was like, what?
Why are they back home?
What fellas back home?
Oh yes. Yes. I mean, why are they back home anyways?
I don't know. And who are they?
And where are we?
Yeah, it's like we're in the army.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Show the fellas back home.
Yeah. Okay.